season comes to a close, and both of these teams hoping to finish on a high note in the Holiday Bowl. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the Oregon State Beavers offense will go on the attack first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision.
Here's a little room there. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Beavers have this offense rolling. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Newberry. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away, forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Unloads it left. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Tigers. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Running inside, it's Newberry. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They give it to him again. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. So Clemson's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Here are the guys we expect to be impact players in this one. The run inside. It's Haynes. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. They'll operate out of split backs. Might as well stick with him. Maybe a crease. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run play action. On target. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And I don't know what the defense was doing on that play. He was wide open there, right in the middle of the field. Very easy for the quarterback to spot. And guys, he caught the ball, turned around. There was nobody even near him. And he was able to go add to the damage after the catch.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. A strike downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little...
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude,
intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back.
What's in there, Leia?
Touchdown, Tigers. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
Leia.
Look, a lot of time left. There's a
What was in there?
bit of distance right now.
Why are you going there?
there is. But it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for.
I told you I'm going to Chipotle.
You make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Newberry. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Finds his big tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Beavers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Running inside, it's Haynes. Breaks into the open. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run.
There's some room. Got enough for the first. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Working that left side now. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on first and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. Wide receiver comes in motion. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And the point after is good. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stops.
Put your clothes up?
Leia,
did you put your clothes up?
We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Takes the handoff. It's Newberry. Good game there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge-of-your-seat type first half, or as they call it in this game there in San Diego, just another typical Holiday Bowl.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. Trying to set the tone with the run. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Let's see exactly where they mark this, but it looks as if they're going to be a few inches short of the first down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. The run inside. It's Newberry. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Looking down the middle. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Taking it the other way. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. On the option. Touchdown, Tigers! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And if you're the head coach, you are absolutely loving this. You're up big on the scoreboard because your defense keeps getting takeaways, and on offense, in sudden change situations, you're turning it into touchdowns. That right there, phenomenal job. Great decision by the quarterback. He finds his open man. They connect. Everything going their way, David.
And I love when they stay aggressive after a turnover. That is the #1 thing we're always yelling in the huddle as a defense. Sudden change, sudden change. They want to capitalize on the momentum, and they did. They stayed aggressive, continuing to add to this lead, doing what they want when they want.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Makes it past the marker. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. To throw, it's Murphy. Makes the grab on the left. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. After an unproductive first half and opening drive of the second half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They've got a 1st down. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a catch. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. Now,
maybe some room here. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. From the red zone, looking for a man. It's complete on the right side. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Glass. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the third down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a third down stop.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers! The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Running inside, it's Davidson. Got enough for the first. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Keeps it on first down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.